Good morning.
Good morning.
It is Wednesday already.
It is Wednesday.
If you didn't know, I don't really remember what I did this weekend. But or where Monday or Tuesday went.
I know last night we said, oh gosh, tomorrow is Wednesday. We have to get it together what we're going to talk to you about. We remembered that we were going to talk to you guys about Minky. So we are going to do that, and we're going to kind of be on the move at the end. We're going to go in the Minky room and talk to you guys about that. Brianna was feverishly putting Minky stuff online for you.
Yeah, some more things I saw add on, but
we'll show you.
Little things. Yeah.
And the reason that we've not had Minky on the website in the past is because it is heavy, and so it's a bit cost prohibitive to ship. And so what we do, and people have asked anyway about our shipping policies and how that works. And I think we've talked about it before, but with the Minky, this will come up again. But we just charge a flat $8 just because it's super simple and it's easy. We can put it in a priority envelope, which costs us $8, and you can get it anywhere in the United States within a couple days. So it comes pretty fast, and it's a really good deal. But if what you order doesn't fit in that $8 envelope, we eat the difference. We'll put it in, some people get game boxes, big, large, flat rate boxes, whatever. So you still get it quickly, and we pay the difference. If you are international, though, what we do is we weigh everything, and then we send you an invoice and say, this is what it's going to cost, because we look for the cheapest possible way to get it to you. And we feel bad because some of it is like
super expensive, and we just charge you what the post office charges us.
Yeah.
So, because it's crazy just to go over the border. It's like, really, $12 for that little you know bit of elastic
or
whatever.
Drive it to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we feel bad.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's how the shipping thing works, and that's why we've not had a lot of Minky on the website in the past, because we pay for everything over the first $8, and it's heavy stuff. But we'll got you. We got you with this, and we'll talk about that a little bit more when we go in there. The other thing about shipping is that we have some apologies and we have some good news. So shipping, of course, has just been me and Brianna. You know, we're still skeleton crew up here doing everything, and before Corona, what did we ship out? 1, maybe 2 packages a day.
I bet we were consistently like 6.
So a couple. And we could take our time, get it all packaged, all kind of nice. But now there's a lot of elastic and a bunch of stuff, and so we're a little bit. We try to be quick so that we can get it to you as fast as possible. But I don't know that we were efficient when we added speed. So we did get some emails, and please let us know. We do want to hear if we mess something up. We absolutely 100% will make it right. There was a couple things that we were doing. One was that we had a couple of scarf debacles, because we would have a stack of, pretend that this is a stack of scarves with somebody's shipping information on it, and then the next person's stack of scarves with their shipping information. Well, we would pick up the whole thing. So a couple people got everybody's stuff. So we fixed all of that. We've sent out the other ones, but if for some reason you haven't got your package yet and you think you should, which you should, let us know, and
we can look it up.
We'll figure out where it is.
And the easiest way to look it up is if you know the email address you used at PayPal when you checked out. That email is the easiest one that I can look you up on. I can track it from that email. Or if you have your order number handy, we can always backtrack your order or find that email and then search it. So whether you Facebook message us or send us an email, those are the 2 important informations for us to get your information that you want, that you're looking for. And
we'll make it right. You know, if you got somebody else's order, you just get to keep it. You know, we don't want it back. And so a little bonus there. And we will resend to somebody else. So we make it right. We're not just going to say, well, we don't know why the post office lost your stuff. Because we know it's... The other thing that we learned the hard way is that we live up in the desert. It's very dry up here. I mean, it's irrigated, and, we grow a lot of good stuff, but it's dry. So we never thought about the fact that we're shipping things to hurricane weather. Yeah. And so people kept saying, my package came wet. And so now we are putting everything into a plastic bag. We've learned our lesson with that. But the really good news is Sarah, who we might see when we're on the move, she is back. She's coming in 2 hours every morning now. She is our shipping person. And so she's a little more experienced, and
I'm pretty excited. I get one less thing on my plate. So
one less thing she has to do.
I'm super excited that Sarah is coming.
Yes. So Sarah's
I don't know if
in.
she's excited that she gets my job, but I am thrilled.
She's gonna do a really good job for you.
She is.
So it'll be really good. So anyway, so we apologize if there were some weird shipping debacles. Please let us know if there's something we need to make right. And Sarah's back, so all good news, good things. So the other really good news, we had to make a couple notes here before we started, was we have to tell you about Todd. We're so excited. We last Friday we met with an AV guy. He has, what did he say, 30, he looks way younger, but he's like, 35, 40 years or something experience. He worked for Creme News in Spokane, and he does commercials. He does all of the, he showed us a bunch of stuff. Huppens and Dave Smith Motors. He does a bunch of stuff. But anyway, he is hooking us up. He drove down from Spokane, looked at stuff, looked at some of our videos. He was very kind.
Yeah, he was.
We know they're terrible. We know they're terrible. And it's funny, people email and YouTube message us all the time. I can't hear you. It's like,
yeah, we know. Yeah.
Why can't I hear you? Oh, we don't know how to fix it. But anyway, he knows how to fix it. He talked to us he was here for a couple hours.
Yeah.
And
it was really good.
He's hooking us up with the equipment that we need, and he is going to get it all together, come down, and then he's going to shoot some stuff and show us how to edit things and hang out, bring his wife, and stay out at the retreat center and hook us up. So stay tuned. That's going to happen here pretty soon. And the other thing that we're going to do is we're going to move the shop around quite a bit. We're going to turn this into the baby room, and the baby room is going to be the classroom / studio, so we can hook up a permanent boom mic. So that'll be really nice.
You can always hear us.
That'll be really nice. And then we're also going to have lavaliers, so that, because when we are on the move. So anyway, we have it all figured out, so it'll be really nice. But the other good news about that is that since we're moving things around, it's time for another yard sale. So back in the olden days, when we could just put stuff outside and people could come and rifle through your stuff, that was really good. But so now what we're going to do is we're going to do like a virtual yard sale. So we're going to kind of get stuff together, and then and we're going to work on that this week and next week. So we'll let you know as that gets closer, and we'll post that. But I think what we're going to do is we're just going to do a live, and we'll do a YouTube live and Facebook Live at the same time, yard sale. We'll figure out all of the details. But what we've been doing is, because it's not just moving the shop around, a lot of you guys know that I'm still in the process of moving from a 4,000 square foot house to a 1,200 square foot house.
And not even the fact that the shop is going on 21 years.
21
we've
years.
Got stuff.
October is 21 years. Yeah. And we have places to move out, things to get rid of.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is, I have some stuff from my sewing room that won't fit in my new sewing room. And so I have a bunch of stuff. I have boxes of fat quarters, boxes of things. So I'm just going to start boxing things up. And that's what we're doing here too, is we're going to say, this is what's in the box. It's called box number 1. This is what's in the box. We'll show you. It's called box number 2. We have quilts. We have quilt tops. We have fabric, sewing machines. We have a lot of stuff.
Odd notions.
Yeah, we have like some stuff from a slice machine. We have a ton of that kind of stuff. We have stuff from back when we did dyeing and marbling a lot. So a lot of that kind of stuff. So we're going to keep getting things together, and we'll let you know more about that. We do have a couple of giveaways though. We keep cutting all of the elastic, and we end up with odd pieces because we've been cutting it in 5-yard chunks. And so we have some pieces that are maybe 2.5 yards. And sometimes if we were waiting for the elastic to come in, we would give somebody maybe 2 pieces and round up. But most of the time we wanted to give you a whole piece. But like in this box, I kind of counted, and there's about 25 yards, and this isn't full yet, of good usable pieces. So what we want to do is we want to hear your story. We want to hear who you're making masks for. Because we've met some really nice people. There's some teachers that are making them for all of their students. There's some teachers that are making them for all of her teaching friends. And every time we hear kind of a cool story, we'll put some fun things in their bag for them and just give them some gifts and help them out. But we want to give this away. We have 2 boxes like this. So if you are making a bunch of masks for people, just tell us your story. Share it on Facebook, share it on YouTube. If you feel like it's a little more private, you can go ahead and just email us, and we have several boxes of stuff that we want to give away. We also have some end pieces of Oli. We have some end pieces of fusible fusible interfacing. We have a bunch of stuff. So.
We got a lot of mask remnants, and even if you're placing an order today or tomorrow or whenever you watch this, if you want to put it in the notes section, I mean, you can put us a whole little story in there and we'll read it. So if you feel like you think of that when you're buying your mask supplies, put it on there. We check it all. So you can add it anywhere because we've got lots of remnants. So a lot of winners, or, however you want to put it.
Yeah, lots of winners. Lots of things to give away. The other thing too is some of the YouTube people have asked about the YouTube Live thing again. We want to do, so we're doing Facebook Live, and then we'll post it on YouTube. We still look at all of the YouTube comments, so you are also in all of the drawings, all of the giveaways, all of the everything. But we couldn't figure out how to do YouTube Live with good quality. So Todd knows all about that. He's going to hook us up with that, and we've got that figured out, and then we'll do more YouTube Live things, because we have over 6,000 Facebook friends, but we have a lot of YouTube followers, and we know that it's different. So we don't want YouTube people to feel left out. And also, people keep saying about all of those commercials, I don't know what's going on with that, but I'm going to call Mike Holmes, our buddy. He's our IT buddy in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Who else gets those mixed up? Why do they name 2 states so close together? All those vowels. Iowa, Ohio.
I don't know.
Other people. And I don't know why I always get this mixed up. And people get Washington mixed up too.
Right.
Because when we say we're from Washington, they go, oh, D.C.? No. Why would you think that? Because people from D.C., don't they say they're from D.C.? Do they say they're from Washington?
I don't think so. I guess I don't know. You should ask Steve and Noon.
Oh, Steve and Noon.
They would know.
They're from D.C. They live in D.C. And I was thinking about that too the other day when somebody else said that. I said, oh, here in Washington. Oh, D.C.? No. No. And then I thought, I don't know that we've ever shipped anything, because we were talking about all of the states we've shipped to. We've even shipped to Puerto Rico. We ship a lot to Canada. We don't ship a lot to Oklahoma. I don't know why.
True. I've only had a few to Kansas. I had like 2 yesterday.
But why don't we ship to D.C.? Have you ever shipped anything? I don't think there's anybody in Washington, D.C. that will.
Yeah, I've not shipped to that. I don't think I've ever shipped to
Maryland we've done.
I haven't done Rhode Island yet.
Rhode Island. Okay,
what
so
are you
we're
guys
calling
doing up there?
out Rhode Island and D.C.
Yeah.
We want to know.
They walk everywhere. Do they?
Do they?
I don't know.
We don't know.
I don't know. I don't know what's happening over there.
I don't know. Anyway, we're
gonna have to do some inside information.
We want some insider
Email
information. We want to. I'm gonna email Noon. Noon does not sew.
No.
We'll find out. Anyway, let us know. So anyway, but I digress.
Yeah,
as usual.
And we saw a lot to New York, and they've got
a lot
fabrics.
to New York.
Like, why are you shopping with us? Like, please do.
But it's downtown. Is it still shut down in New York?
I don't think so. They're going to do hybrid school and everything. I don't know. I'm intrigued.
Also, though, it's so big. I mean, it's not like
true.
you can just go to move.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, it'd be like us going to Seattle.
That's true.
Well, maybe it's not that big.
Everything's bigger if it's not here.
Everything's bigger over there. Everything's big. Lots of people. We're so small.
Anyways.
I know. So sorry. What were we talking about? We were talking about our friend Mike Holmes in either Iowa or Ohio. He's in Iowa. He's in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. So we're going to ask him what the deal is, because I think he can shut off.
Yeah, I have no idea how
commercials
the commercial thing works.
Because I think there only has to be a commercial in the front. I don't think that, because people keep saying that our videos are like cut in the middle, and there's commercials in the middle.
Oh.
So I don't know. We'll see how we can turn that off. And I wonder if I know I keep getting advertisements for YouTube Premium, and you pay for YouTube, and then you don't get any commercials.
Ooh.
So maybe they
fancy. Maybe they're pushing.
But that's you as the watcher.
That's me as the watcher.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
right.
Yeah.
Well,
Not,
I think that's what they want. Is they want us to
No.
pay for YouTube,
Yes.
so that we don't have to watch any commercials.
Yeah,
But see, for
that makes
me,
sense.
I'm old. I am used to television.
Oh, you're one of those.
Yeah,
Oh.
where you would watch TV for 10 minutes,
You're used to
and
those
then a commercial
Folgers.
would come on. Yeah, commercial would come on, and usually there was like 3 commercials in a row, which gave you just enough time to go to the bathroom, to something to drink.
I remember those good old days.
Press your
We were
box.
booking it to the bathroom.
Yeah, do whatever you need to do,
For
and then you'd come back.
Jared hollers that the TV's back on.
It's back on! And you'd
Bam.
run back in. Right.
Yeah.
Those
I
are
can
the
remember
olden
this.
days. Right.
Mhm.
Right. So you're old enough. And now I think people, they don't like the commercials. It's like, what? That's when you go get something to drink.
Yeah.
So I
That
don't know.
could be.
But anyway, we'll figure that out.
That could be. That makes sense why YouTube is putting all these commercials in, because they really want us watchers to buy the real deal, and then you don't have to worry about all
pay
that.
for it, because YouTube is free.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe that's what they're
Pay for it,
pushing.
no commercials. And, you know, the other thing, too, is that, and I don't know if everybody knows this or not, probably most people know this, is that we get a little fraction of a cent for those commercials.
Fraction
So
of a cent. That's, yeah. That's what
there's
you call
one
it.
video we've looked, and we've made 17 cents
Yeah.
on all those commercials. One of the big ones, we've made $9 to $7. So, you know, we do make, you know, those commercials, we get paid for that, but don't think we get paid a lot. I don't know how much people make in the advertising world, but
Yeah.
But anyway, we'll figure out how to turn those off, because a lot of people have said, "Oh my gosh, really distracting." So we'll
They say
figure it
on
out.
one of our videos there's like a ton of commercials.
I don't know why. And
Yeah.
how do they choose which ones they put a ton on? And you know, I went back to watch it because I got a lot of comments about that, and I thought, well, let me go see where the commercials are, and I didn't get a single commercial.
Really?
But do you think it's because they knew it was me?
No, they care who it is.
I have no idea.
Because if you watch it just in like regular YouTube world and not under our little channel,
Yeah.
like I think if you watch under our channel, we don't get commercials. But if you watch it in the world of YouTube, I don't think they care who's watching it.
Because we watch YouTube more than anything else. We watch YouTube more than Netflix. We just, I don't know. We all have our fun little people we follow and watch. And I don't feel distracted by the commercials. But maybe I don't get a lot of commercials.
You might not notice them if you watch.
We
real
don't know.
TV.
We don't know anything. We don't know. We know nothing about anything. But we'll figure it out.
Okay.
Well, yeah. I don't know. Okay.
All right, to the fun stuff.
To the fun stuff. So let's talk about Minky. So we have a line of fabric we want to show you, and we want to show you Minky. And Minky will show you. Oh, I keep bumping that. Minky will show you a little bit, and then we're going to go to the Minky room. But we want to show you this new line of fabric. Is it by Mochi? Who is it?
It's Chill from Zen Chic. Yes. So this is their linens. I'm gonna stand this up.
Can you see it if I do that? Ooh, can't see Brianna.
It's okay.
And Brianna does have this online, but I'll hold it up so you get a
Yes.
little idea of it. But it's linen.
It's
So
beautiful.
it's super, super nice. And on the picture, tell them about.
Oh,
how you
yeah.
put it on the line.
So you're going to see the picture of the panel, and then there's a second picture of it that gives you the dimensions of this in particular block or this in particular block, and some idea pictures. So some of the ideas are to turn them into pillows, or they have this one framed in a really pretty frame hanging on the wall. So they're really good ideas, but I've found the image that gives you that this is, 14 by 11 and a half. so that if you are trying to do something very cool, you know exactly what sizes you're getting. So if you want to,
Upside down.
how many panels you need.
This is the other one.
And this gold is metallic. It's shimmery. It's super cute.
It is beautiful. It is so beautiful, and it's such a nice weight. It's just really,
And these are
really nice.
2 different panels. It doesn't come in one big, it is 2 that you get, but it's really nice.
But it's together. There's not like a cut line, right?
Right. So you could get, if you wanted it to do like a throw or something, you could get 3 in a row.
And if you don't want it cut, we should have you tell us that in the notes, because if you want 3 consecutive panels because you want to just have a big kind of blocky thing, just say that in the notes that you've ordered 3 panels and say, please don't cut them apart, and we'll
do that.
send it to you like that. And then these are the pieces that go with it. And again, these also are all linen. This is the pattern that they use. And this is gold, sparkly gold. And so yeah, that's gold. Metallic. And then here, there's some tiny little splashes of something sparkly. And then these are the panels. And then there's also a rug. And Moda does this. These are not online, and there's only like 3 of them, but Moda has done this a couple times with, we have some of them out at the Retreat Center, and they have different sewing phrases, and they say different things, but they're kind of cool. All right.
And then the other thing that goes with Chill is this is actually the cotton part of Chill. We texted Erin. We did not get the fabric. All we have, the cotton fabric. All we have are these pre-cuts. So it's still the cream, the light blue, the little bit of metallic, a little bit of shimmer. So all we have of this is the layer cakes, the 10-inch squares, the 5-inch squares, and the 2.5-inch strips. We also have, though, it's not on the counter, we have this white background with the metallic speckle on it. We do have this piece.
And I think the main reason that we didn't order it is because we have so much blue Christmas. And the other thing, too, is that we order Christmas in like January. And so it's hard for us to know what we're going to sell all year and what we're still going to need. So, it's difficult to pick. But anyway, that's why.
Yeah, so under the Chill category on Shop Online, again, it's right under the basics, so under the grunge and the solids. You'll see all the linens, the pre-cuts, and that one other cotton piece. So, and the patterns in there too.
Very cool. All right. Okay, so let's talk about
Minky.
Let's talk about Minky. So Minky is soft. And people will say, oh, it's kind of like polar fleece. It's nothing like polar fleece. Polar fleece is not nearly as soft, and polar fleece is super stretchy in every direction. Very, very difficult to put in a quilt or on the back of a quilt. Minky is nice because it is 100% polyester, but what happens is on your salvage edge, it's actually pretty straight. So we can pin this onto a long arm pretty easily. But this other side, very, very stretchy. And so you just have to kind of know where that stretchy side is when you're piecing. And I feel like I piece with it quite a bit, and I'm used to it, so I don't really have any issues. But we're going to show you what the secret is. And the secret, if you are doing a quilt as you go, if you're doing some different stuff and you feel like you don't want to deal with this rolly, stretchy edge, what you can do is this Solvy.
Yeah. S-O-L-V-Y.
Soft and Solvy.
No.
Solvy.
It's sulky Solvy.
Sticky Solvy. Sticky Solvy.
Yeah.
Okay? Solvy.
What it is it's a adhesive
It's hard to say.
interfacing that washes completely away.
Yes, it's solvent
And sticky.
and sticky.
And
it's by Sulky.
It's a whole lot of S's.
It's a whole lot of S's. I can never get it. It's Sulky, Solvy, Sticky Solvy.
Sticky Solvy.
Sticky Solvy. They don't know what they're
By
looking
Sulky.
for.
No.
It's online.
Yeah,
Right.
we have it in 1 yard packages.
What would they search for? Because they have no idea what I'm talking about.
They can search Sulky. It'll be under the Minky Cuddle category, or it'll be in the Notions. It's really good. I use it a lot for my machine embroidery, actually, because I don't like to hoop everything because I'm really, really bad at overstretching things. So if I have something to stick it to and tack it down to, it makes my work a whole lot easier.
Because what happens is, see, you peel this off, so it comes like this, and we have it online in 1 yard pre-cuts pieces. Mm-hmm. And so when you peel this off, it has this little backing, and it looks like this, and this part is solvent, will disappear in water, and it's very, very, very sticky. So what she'll do is she sticks it behind stuff when she's doing other things. What we use it for, those of us that do not do machine embroidery, is that when you take it like this, you cut it into these strips, and then when you cut it into these strips,
and these are about 1/2 inch, 3/4. It doesn't really matter. Whatever you want.
And then all you have to do, I should put my glasses on for this, is you stick it down to this edge. And if you hang over a little bit, if you're not straight, again, it is going to disappear in the washing machine. Mm-hmm. But now what has happened is you have this,
it's been stabilized.
So
it's not going to be stretching.
Solvent, sticky, stabilizer. Wow, how many S's can we add?
That's pretty cool. Yeah. Because if you've ever stitched with Minky and you are sewing your, 2 pieces together, right sides together, and making sure that you're sewing the stretchy sides together, if your piece is only 12 inches, it's going to be like you're stitching for 15 or 18 inches. So the really nice thing is that, how we're used to when we start with a 12-inch square, we end with a 12-inch square. This sticky Solvy allows you to maintain that without it stretching crazy.
Right.
When you do, if any long armers are watching, when you do put it on the long arm, you don't have to put the stabilizer on it. The trick is the salvages go on the side, because again, when we turn our wheels and stretch everything, our salvage to salvage is very stretchy, and our cut to cut doesn't stretch at all. So just keep in mind the salvage is on the side when you mount it to a long arm, and you'll be golden. The first time you twist it and pin it on wrong, you will know, and you will never do it again.
That's right. There's a little thing we would say all the time, salvage on the side, 60-inch wide, because it is 60 inches wide. Runs about, one like this is about $12.99 a yard, but that's a 60-inch wide yard. So it's actually fairly inexpensive to put on the back. And there are some that are 90-inch wide, but again, you'd put the salvage on that side, and then you're going to be fine.
Yeah. So that's cool.
So that's the trick, and you can do this too. There's different patterns, and if you're just really nervous about it, sometimes what we'll do is we'll trace our pattern. We'll show you some of the little soft cuddle toys and things that we've made. We will trace it onto a fusible interfacing, fuse that to the wrong side, cut that out, and then it's not stretchy at all.
That's how I do it.
It's super soft. Yeah. So anyway, so that's our little trick. And then Brianna is putting online a download for the pattern for a quilt as you go, and so it looks like this. It's called Minky Lap, and so and we'll show you the quilt that's in there. Oh, I should fold this. I don't know why I left it like this. So it's just a little pattern, so you'll print it off, but it's just a Minky Lap, and it shows you how to do a quilt as you go using your Minky, and it ends up being, of course, 60 inches wide. So. The other one, I was thinking we should put Boo Boo Kitty on.
Oh, cute. Yeah.
Boo Boo Kitty. So this is my pattern, so you have to give me a minute to draw it. Right pattern. So it'll be on soon. And we'll make it a free download, but Boo Boo Kitty, she stays in the freezer. And so she's got rice inside of her, and she does have eyeballs. So people will say, "Oh, but you can't put her in the microwave." But we hardly ever do hot heat for a boo-boo anyway. We do cold heat because if somebody has scraped their knee, you want cold on it to stop the bleeding, stop the bruising, take down the swelling. So I would not, and I don't know that I would put a kitty in a microwave. We don't even want to talk about that. So she stays in the freezer. She's much happier. And then it's nice and cold. So if you have leftover bits of Minky, you just cut out your little Minky on one side, and then it's just cotton on the other, or the whole thing can be Minky. And you don't put very much in it. We put rice in it, and then that way it's nice and soft. So it's not as full as a bean bag would be, but of course if you're putting it on a boo-boo, you don't want it to be super heavy.
And you could put lavender if you wanted to. You could put some essential oil in there if you needed to. But
yeah, you could do all kinds of things.
Yeah.
And she's totally washable. She's been in the washer and the dryer multiple times. So anyway, and these are those little. We sell them here. I don't know. Do you have them online? The little
safety eyes.
The safety eyes.
I don't. I put them on.
Yeah, if you feel like you need safety eyes.
And safety eyes, they attach like on a washer system. They don't ever come undone.
No.
If they come undone, the eye is coming
off.
out of the toy. So if you worry about giving it to as a baby gift or a toddler gift, and you still worry if they're gonna chew and get an eye off, the safety eyes, they don't come.
Not going to come off. Yeah. Yeah, and the other thing too is, because we've done this a lot, we've done this for a long time, and people will say, oh, but you shouldn't put rice in the stuffing because rodents will get your mice, or will get your rice. But I think that if you have, I live in the country, we have mice that come in the house, and they're not looking for the stuffed toys. They are looking for the kitchen, and the dog food, and the cat food. Yeah, so anyway, put whatever you want inside. So we'll put that one up. All right, let's see.
Should we go into the Minky room?
Yeah, let's show this one while this one is here.
Okay.
So, because these were the ones that we showed, we are waiting on a second shipment of these. We sold those we showed last time. And this is just a Minky. And there's the kit. So we showed the dinosaur one last time. This one is this really beautiful blue one. So the kit comes like this. And again, you've got your strips. The pattern is in there, the directions for how to do it. And so you don't need our download, but if you have a bunch of Minky bits, then that's what you want our download for. Otherwise, they come with the little directions. It has, all of these quilt kits have the top and the binding, but you do need the backing for them. And if you don't find on our website the backing that you're looking for, just email us and say, hey, can you pick out a backing, or can you text me some pictures or whatever, and we'll find what you need for the back of it. The other thing that's really nice about a Minky quilt is that if you don't want to put batting in it, you really don't need to. It is thick enough and lush enough and soft enough that you don't have to do that if you don't want to.
And if you don't want to put Minky on the back, don't know why you wouldn't.
Oh, yeah.
But if you don't have to.
Yeah.
You can put anything you want on the back. Cotton, flannel, whatever.
Yeah, we, years and years ago, you guys were little, when we discovered Minky and started putting it on the back. We have all these quilts in our house, and no one would pick a quilt that didn't have Minky on the back. And back then, I think we only had like 2.
Even my pink one. Kids. Dad was stealing my pink one. It's like, Dad,
I took
that's a man.
Yes. So now we put Minky on the back of everything. So it's super soft. All right, are we on the move? Are we good here? Did we talk about everything? I think we did. Yeah. Okay, we're on the move. All right, so this is the selection of 90-inch wide. So if you do want to put Minky on the back of your quilt and you have a bigger quilt, 3 yards of this. And this runs what? This is $23 a yard for 90-inch, so 3 yards of it would give you enough for a big, huge, large queen-size quilt. And you don't have to piece it. The others, though, the other thing that's nice is they have partnered with Hoffman on some of Hoffman's panels, and so those digital panels that we really like, and they've made them out of Minky. So we always get tiger everything because we're the Ephrata tigers, and so this is a nice snow tiger. Did you get enough of that? So that panel, that's online?
Yeah.
Oh, that's online.
All the panels are online.
And then, is this one another one?
The
This
bear?
is the bear. Oh, here, let's just take it down so you can see it. up here.
Hi, Sarah.
This is the bear. So you could, isn't that beautiful? And then we have another bear. We'll come around inside.
It's a cougar.
It's a cougar.
Kind of like a bear. Here's a cougar.
So if anybody's going to be a coug,
Beautiful.
beautiful. Yeah, a couple of borders. And then, and that's online.
Yes.
The cougar's online. And then, let's see. Oh, go ahead and come on in here, Brittany. And then there's this one up here. There's this bear. And this kit is online. It looks like this. So it's got this panel in the inside of it, and it has the borders, and it has the binding. You just have to decide what you want on the back of it.
And that panel, I still do not believe that it is sold separately yet.
No.
So I don't have just the panel. It's only in the kit at this at the moment.
And then, yeah, there's the cougar. And then, and there's quite a few. If we kind of just scan around a little bit, let me get some of these picked up that we just trashed. But there's quite a few different Minkies, you know, that are, there's some wintry ones, some celestial. This is a beautiful Americana one. And again, 60 inches wide, so 2 yards is probably going to run you roughly 25 bucks. And it's going to give you the backing, a one-piece backing for a quilt that's going to be 60 by 72. Some pretty Christmas ones. Some of them are textured. Oh, and this one matches. We still have, I'm going to hand you this. We still have some of the, what's that line called? The
It's Peter Pan. I don't remember.
We still have some of the Peter Pan line, and this is the Minky that goes with it. Isn't that fantastic? It's a double border, so there's this on this side, and 60 inches away, it's on the other side. And then there's some that are super crazy. And then we also have some that are called Fleur. So we have Fleur in about, probably 5 different colors. And what Fleur is it's like a double-sided Minky. So it's soft on one side, soft on the other side. You know, all you need to do is put a little binding edge on it, and you have this fantastic little throw. We sell something called a chunky, and it's 10 bucks. It's $9.99 for a 30-inch by 30-inch square. So it's kind of like a
Receiving blanket.
Yeah, perfect size. This is a chunky, and so this one, what we did was we took the chunky and we sewed. We did cotton and the Minky right sides together, sewed around, turned it right side out, and then top stitched it. So it gives you just this nice little, but we had put a little dinosaur on it. So then you just have a nice little car quilt to something kind of soft and, you know, super simple, real easy to do. This, oh, I wish you guys could feel this. This is the bunny. It feels absolutely like a bunny. It's like that.
Vegan free, however.
Vegan.
It's a vegan bunny.
There's these kits. This one's online, right?
Oh, that one's falling off. I lost his little tack.
Oh, yes, it did. This one is online, and there's another one over here. And these kits include the backing, don't they?
They do. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, these are everything.
So they're about like 30 by 40-ish, maybe 25 by 35, somewhere in there.
Every piece is Minky in it. It's not mixed with cotton. So, oh, Brianna, you were holding that out. This one has some of the llama, or I guess it's sheep in it. Super soft. And again, includes the backing and the binding. This is a Fleur. We have Fleur. We have some sports stuff. Llamas. This, we'll have to finish. I'm making a princess bed out of this. And so I'll show you when it's
It's
done.
a silver metallic speckled. I don't know if you guys can see that.
Yeah, can you see that it's sparkly? But you can't feel it. I mean, it doesn't feel, it looks like it might feel scratchy, but it's super soft. If you had your eyes closed, you wouldn't know that there was a special effect there. Totally washable, doesn't wash off. Super pretty. And then these are some of the, soft little guys that we've done. So this is, the Carol Zoo patterns are kind of nice because it's just 2 pieces. And so same thing, we've left this just to show you. So see what we did is this is a fusible interfacing that we fused to the wrong side of the Minky. And so that's what stabilizes it. So once you've sewn the whole thing together, then you just have to stuff it and then hand sew that closed and you're all good to go. So this is our little, the reindeer done the same way. Or I guess he's a moose.
We put the red nose on him to make him a reindeer.
Yeah. And then this kit is online, but this kit it's not this color anymore. Now it's gray and yellow. So I hesitate to show this to you because this is no longer available.
Yeah.
But that's what it looks like.
It's gray and yellow now.
And it looks pieced, but it's not. And then, but there's just this little applique on it.
I'll have to add the alligator one. I missed that one when I was in here earlier.
The other thing too that's nice about applique is that, you know, whenever you do applique, you always have to do something with your edges. So if you're turning it under or whatever you're doing, but not with Minky. Minky doesn't have it has a raw edge, but it doesn't fray, it doesn't ever change. So you can just stitch down and you're done. You don't have to do anything with those edges, with those raw edges. So it makes it kind of nice. All right, let's see, other baby stuff.
There's a lot of options. So if you are wanting to put on the back of something, or we'll slowly be putting on some other patterns.
I don't think so. This was one of our patterns that we did for our 10, 20, 30 last year, easy mittens. And so these mittens were done with Minky. So super soft. All right, anything else we need to share?
I don't think so.
Did anybody have any questions?
Nothing but up. Alrighty.
Well, we'll have a lot next week. We'll have some of our boxes. We'll try to have some information about our virtual yard sale. We have to figure out how to do that.
We have a little more planning to
call
happen.
Mike about getting some of those commercials turned off on YouTube. And what else? And I don't know when Todd's coming to fix us, but
soon.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, and we also, some of our other classes, I know some of you guys have been waiting for that last class for the row sampler. Class number 13 is quilting, and class number 14 is binding and labels, and we have that kind of partially done, but I do finally have my long arm room all moved and set up, and I'm pinning that on today, but I don't have my sewing machine out there yet, but we're finishing that up and we'll get that done and then get that posted. I was kind of wishing that Todd was already here because it'd be nice to just start doing really good videos, but anyway, we'll get
we
that
have to
one
do
done.
Mm-hmm.
our dues, pay our dues to the YouTube peoples.
Yeah, we need to fix those. So yeah, and we have tons and tons of other ideas. So anyway, we'll be getting those done. So all right. Well, thanks a lot, you guys. Have a great week, and we'll see you next Wednesday.